A very good evening, all the participants. We're going to start today's session. In today's session, we're going to see what is data modeling. Coming to the Friday session, on the Friday, HANA Studio is the user interface to work on SAP HANA system. So once we log into HANA Studio, we can log into system. In order to log into system, the user ID is best and the password is W capital. Welcome 123. I think most of the participants have received. I think the backend system has already sent out user IDs and passwords for most of the participants. So this is the username is best and the password is W capital welcome 123. So once we log into system, we see there are two important folders. One is called as catalog. We call it as catalog. And the second folder is called as content. So what is a catalog? Catalog is a collection of schema. Catalog is a collection of schema. So what is a schema? A schema is a collection of database objects. And these tables, the primary way to store data for these tables is in memory. So these tables store data in RAM. And these are column-oriented tables. So all the tables in SAP HANA, all the business tables, the primary way to store data for these tables is in RAM. And these are column-oriented tables. The primary way to store data is in RAM, and these are column-oriented tables. Now, what is content? So what is the difference between a catalog and content? Catalog is a collection of schema, and schema is a collection of database objects like tables. These tables are in RAM, and these are column-oriented tables. So all tables in SAP HANA, all the tables that store business-related data, they're stored in columnar fashion. Now, content is a collection of package. It's a collection of package. So on Friday, we created a package called Thank you so much. So here we have catalog and content. Once we expand the content, what is a content? Content is a collection of package. What is a package? Package is used to group together related information. Now what do you have in catalog? Catalog is a collection of schema. So under the catalog, you have different schema. What is a schema? A schema is a collection of database objects like tables. Now, yesterday what did we do? We started to create an attribute view. Attribute views are reusable dimensions used to join master data tables. So please see participants, when I right click on the content, click new, click on the package. Let me create S4HANA master 004. I'm creating a new package and let us click OK. So once we click OK, now let me go to the package S4HANA 004. So I'm trying to search for this package. Join master data view. So what is an attribute view? Attribute views are used to join master data tables. Now, in today what I'm going to show participants, business users would love to see data based on time. Now here you have an option where I can generate time data. For example, I'm creating a master data for time. I'll give the name AT_time, provide the label, nothing but the description. View type is an attribute view, and subtype I will take it as time. Now why am I taking this as time? I'm taking this as time because we would like to see based on different time attributes. Like for example, for the last 5 years, which is the best quarter. So I would like to see data based on different time dimensions. Now if you see participants, here we have calendar type called Gregorian. What is granularity? Granularity is nothing but at what level of detail would you like to see data? Once you click on this, click date. Here you can see an option called auto create and click finish. Once you click finish, now how did this table come to this data foundation? When you click on data foundation, now here you can see a time table called m_time_dimension. This is automatically generated by system in a schema called _sys_bi. So this is auto-generated. Please see. Now this is standard provided by SAP. Now when I click on semantics, when you click on hierarchy, now here we can see a hierarchy. Now what is this hierarchy? Double click on the hierarchy. Now these hierarchies are automatically generated by system, like under year, which quarter, under quarter, which month, week and day and so on. So time is something which SAP automatically generates based on the granularity. So I'll click OK. So once I click OK, click validate, and let us click on save and activate. Let us select the request and click finish. So what I'm trying to do, participants, I'm creating an attribute view of type time. Now please see, when I right click on this, click on data preview, click data preview. Let me drag and drop year, quarter, month, week. Now please see, participants, I'll just scroll this to the bottom, click on table. Let us drag and drop year to the top, and let us select one year. Let me drag and drop. So let us select one year. So for example, let's say 2012, first quarter, in the month of Jan. So here you can see for year 2012, for the first quarter, for the first month, and for this month, the number of weeks. Now here you see, participants, how is this data generated? Suppose say my company started in the year of 2016, for example, and I would like to do business planning for the year of 2020. Time data is something that SAP did not provide. Customers have to generate based on the business requirement. So how will a customer generate based on requirement? Now please see, participants, when we click on window, click perspective, click reset perspective, click yes. So once we click yes, let us open quick view. Once you open the quick view, participants, please see here, you have an option called generate time data. What is quick view? Quick view has most important options available in HANA Studio. So all the important options are available over here. Now what I'm going to do, so let us click on generate time data, select the system, click next. So once you click next, now please see, generate time data, load time data into time attribute view table. So we need to generate time data according to the business requirement. So these are some initial steps we need to perform when you're working on the project. What data you want to generate? For a calendar type called Gregorian. What is Gregorian? It is general English calendar. So you also have fiscal year. So now I'll generate data for the year. For example, from 2020 till 2040. Now what granularity you would like to generate based on day? I would like to generate based on day. And click finish. Now what is this based on day? As detailed as day I would like to generate. And click finish. So once I click finish, now please see, participants. Now when I click on distinct values, click on year. Now participants, do you see here? So here you can see already the data is generated until 2020. So here is it 2020 to 2040. The time data is generated. Now time data is something that we can generate based on the requirement using the generate time data option. Okay, now once you generate this time data, what is the next thing that we are going to do? Okay, we generated this time. But where are you going to use this? Please see. I'll show you a very basic use case. Let us right click on package, click new, click on analytic view. What is this analytic view? Analytic views are transaction data business models. Data models that can work on transaction data. Data related to amount and quantity related data. Once we click on this analytic view, so in an attribute view, we can only work with master data. But whereas in an analytic view, excuse me, you can work on, especially for transaction data, data related to amount and quantity. Now, let us give a name. I'll take a basic example. AN underscore PA underscore actual. Let us give the label, nothing but the description, and click finish. Just I am trying to see my profitability. Just I am trying to understand my profitability. So I'll open the scenario pane. So let us open the scenario pane. Once you open the scenario pane, please see participants here. Here you can see a data foundation. A data foundation is a place where you use for transaction data. So this is the place where we use for transaction. Start join data foundation is a place where we use for master data. Now what I'm going to do, I'll expand the attribute views. I'll expand the analytic views. Select AT underscore time and drag and drop inside the data foundation of start join. Why am I trying to drag and drop over here? Because this is the place where we are going to link master data with transaction. Now, okay, so I just drag and drop the time over here. I'm creating a scenario wherein I can see my gross revenues, contribution margin, net revenues based on different time attributes. Now, let us click on data foundation. Let us select any table. Let me select some table. C1 IDA. I'm just trying to select one table called C1 IDA. And select this table and let us click OK. So once we click OK, now please see participants, I've just selected this table at the data foundation. Now in this data foundation, if you see here at the data foundation, do you see there is something called date? So this is date. Let us click on this date. Now this date indicates date on which record is created. Now let us little scroll to the bottom and let me select VV010. What is VV010? VV010 is nothing but gross revenue. VV070, sales deductions. So I've taken date, gross revenue, and sales deductions. Whatever the columns that I'm selecting at this data foundation, whatever the columns I'm selecting at the data foundation, these columns are available in the output. Once these columns are available in the output, click on the start join. Once you click on the start join, please see participants, At the data foundation, inside the data foundation of a star join, you can see these three columns. Now I'm just trying to show you a very basic example on how these scenarios are created. Now what I need to do, so here you see there is a date, and here also you have date. Let us link this date to date. Now the question here is, why should I link this date to date? Only if you're trying to link the date of the time and date of transaction data. Now what I can see this gross revenue based on year. I can see the gross revenue based on quarter, based on month, based on week. Or if I don't link, I will only see based on day. But if I link, I'll be able to see data based on different dimensions for gross revenues and sales reductions. Now, what I would like to do, click on semantics. So once we click on semantics, click on save and validate, click on save and activate, select the request and click finish. Once you click finish, please see participants now. Let us right click on the analytic view, click data preview. Once we click on data preview, let me drag and drop here to labels axis. Let us drag and drop VV010 to values axis. Click on this pie chart, or you can click on tables. Now you are able to see, please see participants, now you're able to see based on different years what is my gross revenue. Now I would only focus on drag and drop year. Let us only focus on for the year 2014. For 2014, if you see, this is the gross revenue. Now please see participants, what is the time taken? 24 milliseconds. Let's say for 2014, let us drag and drop the quarter. For these different quarters, please see participants, this is the gross revenue. Now let me click on chart. Click on CD bar chart. So here you can see based on this quarter, the second quarter, this is the gross revenue. Now again, let me drag and drop this quarter. Let me select on the second quarter. Again, let me drag and drop month. Now I'm trying to see, drag and drop the month. Now here you can see the fourth month, fourth quarter, second, year 2014. Now here you can see month, fifth month. Now please see, still it takes about 29 milliseconds. Now please see at speed at which it is trying to show data. You go at any level of detail, but the speed is constant. Please see here participants. Let me even drag and drop weeks. I'm trying to disintegrate by week. Now again, year 2014, let me drag and drop week. So year 2014, quarter second, month 05, 20th week. This is the gross revenue. So you have heat maps, tree maps. Now suppose say I would like to select for multiple years, 2014, 13, 12. I only would like to see for the fourth and second quarter. We're only trying to see for 12, 13, and 14. We're trying to see for the second quarter. But see, the speed at which it can try to analyze is constant. So what I'm trying to show you here is, what is that I'm trying to show you here is whether you see data based on year or whether you see data based on day. Please see, I'll go as detailed as day. Just drag and drop month, drag and drop week, drag and drop day. But still, how much time it has taken? 46 milliseconds. Just drag and drop. Still, year 2014, quarter second, month 5, 20th week, 16th day. This is the gross revenue. Now, to generate these kind of details on the traditional SAP system, I'm sure it would take more than 2 hours. You can take any dimension, whether you would like to see based on company code, whether you would like to see based on customer, based on material, anything you can take. But still, please see, I'll just give a simple example. Let me log into ECC system, the traditional SAP system. Let me log on to the traditional SAP system. Just I would like to show you the difference. Double click. Let me give the username and password. Username is best. Password is W capital, welcome 123, and click enter. Once you click enter, let's click continue with this logon. Click continue. Once you click continue, now here let us go to a table called S11. Sorry, let us go to the T code called S11. Enter the table CE1 IDA and click display. So once you click display, please see, just to display this table, please see. Once I click display, click contents. So this is on the traditional SAP system. But let me enter the company code 1000, only for the company code 1000, and click execute. Once you click execute, now I'm trying to see only 200 records. Let's say I remove this hits and click execute. Just to see for the company code 1000, certainly it has taken more than 6 seconds. Now here, just right click on this, click data preview, click on raw data, just 120 milliseconds. So just I'm trying to show you how in-memory capabilities, parallel processing, column-oriented DBs, how it can show the performance. Also, I would like to highlight one more point over here, participants. Now please see, now you generated a business scenario. Once you generate this business scenario, everything that we have done here is navigation. We did not even write a single line of code. SAP HANA, S4HANA is model to code scenario. What is model to code? We generated this model. The system internally generates the code on its own. Now, where do you see this code? Please see, participants. Click data preview. Just I am trying to show what system is doing in the back end. Click raw data. Click show log. Double click on generated SQL. Now here you can see there is a standard schema called _sys_bic. This is SAP standard. Now here it generated in the back end, automatically system generates the program. Now we don't have to write even a single line of code. Let me close this. Let us close this. Let us scroll to the top, expand the catalog, go to a schema _sys_bi. Under the BI schema, you see another schema called _sys_bic. Expand the schema, right click on column views. So here, whenever we generate a business scenario, automatically in the back end, it generates something called column views. Whenever you create a business scenario, for this business scenario, it creates a column view. Right click on the column view, click filter, copy paste the column view, click whole word, and click OK. Now, TC participants, what is the package I created over here? S4HANA Master 0004. Now here you see this is the name of the package, and this is the name of the model I created. With the package name and the model name, once you double click over here, now this is known as column view. Now for this column view, when you click on create statement, now system generates this code in the backend. What I'm trying to show participants, why HANA S4HANA is known as model to code scenario. Model to code means we don't have to write even a single line of code. Just we generate the scenario based on the requirement. Automatically system creates the code in the backend. Automatically system creates the code in the backend. Let us scroll to the bottom. Please see. The code that system generates is an SQL script. The code that system here is generating is an SQL script. Now this SQL script can do massively parallel processing. So that's why when you go back and when you try to data preview, remove everything. Whether you see by year, it takes 16 milliseconds. Now whether you drag and drop day, it still takes 35 milliseconds. At any level of detail, it is still less than a second. So this is the speed at which you can navigate the system in SAP HANA S4HANA. Okay, all the participants? All the participants okay on this example? I hope all the participants are able to follow this example. So can I go to another example, what HANA S4HANA can do? Now, the other day, we were discussing about SLT. SLT stands for SAP Landscape Transformation. When I click on Window, click Perspective, click Reset Perspective, click Yes. Let us minimize this. Click to minimize. Now, everything that I'm trying to show you, we're creating a configuration is nothing but connecting source with the target. Now, what is the source over here? here the source is SAP system. So here we have the source as SAP. So this is the source. This is our source. Now what is the target? Target is HANA S4HANA. Now what am I trying to do? Now first we are trying to migrate data. How are we going to migrate? We can migrate using SLT. We can migrate data using SLT. So here we'll have SLT. What is SLT? SLT stands for SAP Landscape Transformation. SLT stands for SAP Landscape Transformation. So here in SAP you have tables. You're trying to migrate these tables from SAP to HANA S4HANA. Once you migrate these tables will be started to store in a schema. What is a schema? A schema is a collection of tables. Now what I'm trying to show you here is, now this SLT, we need to connect to source. Now we need to connect to the source, and we need to connect to the target. Why do you want to connect to source and target? Because I would like to establish a pipeline called as connection. Now, once this connection is established, where is this connection established and how do you know SAP and S4HANA have a connection? In order to see this connection, we have a T code called LTRC. What is LTRC? Landscape Transformation Replication Cockpit. Let me go back. Let me click on. Let us open this. Let us click on New GUI window. Enter the T code LTRC. Once I enter the T code, the full form of LTRC is Landscape Transformation Replication Cockpit. Click Enter. So once you click Enter, please see participants. Here you can see there is a configuration called SAP *1. Whatever the configuration that you see here, when I go back, you can see the same SAP *1 at the data provisioning. So what is this called as? Here you can see this is known as data provisioning editor. It's called as data provisioning editor. At the SAP HANA data provisioning editor, you can see SLT. But how did you come to the screen, participants? In order to come to the screen, go to the quick view, click on data provisioning, select the system, click finish. Once we click finish, here we can see SLT. Under SLT, this is nothing but the connection. Whatever the name that you give for the connection, with the same name, a schema is created. Now let me go to the schema. Scroll to the top. Find for the schema SAP *1. SAP *1. 1 minute, let me find. So here you would see, suppose if you're not able to find it's taking too much time, let us right click on the catalog, just click on filter and give the schema name over here. Just give it as SAP *1, click whole word and click OK. So here this is the schema. Now what I'm trying to say is, whatever the name that the configuration has, with the same name a schema is created. Expand the schema. Now here you can see tables. Now what I'm going to do, let us get some master data tables. Suppose say I would like to get master data according to my business requirement. Now my business requirement is to create master data for company code. For example, I would like to create master data for company code. I'll click on load. What is the purpose of load? First of all, what is the purpose of load? Load is mainly used for non-frequently changing data scenarios. Whenever you have a scenario where data is not going to change frequently, then we are going to use load option. Let us click on load, enter the table name. What table name? KNA1. Click search, select the table, add Mara, material master table, add the table. Let us add few company code tables, T001, T001. Click search, select the table, click add. Sales organization, TVKO. Click search, select the table, add. TCURT, currency related table. Search, select the table, click add. Okay, just I try to add few tables over here. All these are master data tables. PC participants. Now these tables that I try to add over here is customer master, material master, company code master, sales organization master, and currency master, currency text table. And finally, click finish. Once I click finish, please see, click refresh. Now please see participants, within 30 seconds, you'll find load executed. Whether these jobs are running in the background or not, so you can create business scenarios based on time using analytic views. So what is attribute views? Attribute views are reusable dimensions. Attribute views are used for master data. Analytic views are used for transaction data. When creating an analytic view, whenever you create an analytic view, you see there are two options. One is a data foundation, and the other one is star join data foundation. What is star join data foundation? A star join data foundation is where you link master data to transaction. So this is the place where you link master data to transaction. Finally, click on validate and activate. Why HANA is known as model to code? whenever you're creating a scenario, based on that scenario, automatically code is generated in the backend. I was also trying to show participants what is the purpose of SLT. SLT is used to migrate data in real time. In order to create a connection between source and target, there is a special T code called LTRC. In this T code called LTRC, we create a configuration. Whatever the name that you provide for the configuration, with the same name, automatically a schema is created in SAP HANA. At the data provisioning editor, automatically a schema got created. And then we were trying to load data. What is the purpose of load? Load is primarily used for non-frequently changing data scenarios, especially for master data. So once you click on load, you select the required tables like TCU, like TCURR, TVKOT, TSPA. Select the required tables and finally click finish. Okay, participants, once you click refresh, the first thing that you see here is schedule. From schedule, automatically it converts to executed. It means that the table is loaded to HANA S4HANA. Now let me give assignments to participants. So participants, my request to participants, I encourage all the participants to work on these assignments on the weekends and please submit back to the L1 support. So completely whatever I'm training over here is completely hands-on. Just I'm starting with the very basic fundamentals. I'll show you each and every scenario very, very detailed, completely hands-on. And I'm going to teach in detail 300 questions. From these 300 questions, most of the questions will come in the interview and certification. So every step of these 300 questions, I'll show you step-by-step process. Now, let me show you assignments to participants. Let me go to the assignments, to the Dropbox. So let me go to the Dropbox. Any help, please take from the L1 support. They're available 24/7. Let us go to common materials. Let us go to set one materials. Please see participants. Go to set one assignments. Go to data provisioning, landscape transformation. So here you can see the load process, implementing SLT with load process. Let's go back, double click on data modeling, double click on attribute views. Please see here, implementing time attribute view with Gregorian calendar. Double click on the document. So every document is a step-by-step process. It only takes about 15 to 20 minutes to complete these assignments. And these are very, very detailed assignments. Also, in 15 to 20 minutes, the session recording will be uploaded to the Dropbox, where participants can directly download all these materials and video recording to their local computer. Okay, participants. And I encourage participants to work on the assignments. And one more thing, also please go through this material, S4HANA, S4H00, implementation scenarios. Also please go through this material, S4H00, S4HANA overview. Okay, participants? All the participants feel okay? All the participants feel comfortable? Any participants not feeling comfortable? of all, I would like to thank all the participants to join today's session. So today is the last session that we had from the last 4 days. From Monday, the link will change. So there will be a new link that will be created. And that is only for the registered participants from Monday. It is registered participants who got registered. So please take that registered link from the backend team. So backend team will provide the registered link to the participants. I once again thank all the participants to join me for last 4 days. Have a nice weekend. A very good morning and good night to all participants. Thank you. Please give me feedback. So there is a survey form at the end of the session. Please give feedback on the survey form. Whatever the questions participants would like to talk to the trainer, please leave your questions at the survey form. Thank you. Thank you all the participants.